So yeah, I don't know if you can see it, but I'm a little bit sweaty. I was out for a run just a while ago, so I'm a little bit, still breathing heavily. But I was listening to the Joe Rogan podcast on that episode when Alex Jones was on. He has moved to Texas now, I think, and he's got a deal with Spotify. So recently he put out a podcast with Alex Jones, and I like Alex Jones more from a educational entertainment point of view. Many years ago I was quite a conspiracy theorist. I was very politically active, but I'm not that anymore, and I don't follow the news as much as I should be, perhaps, and for very good reasons. This channel is not only dedicated to personal development, but also free thoughts, technology, health, whatever it may be, because it's about what I put out, the value I can give to you, whatever shape and form it can be. I have a lot of plans for this channel. I want to put out programming tutorials once I graduate from not what you call university, but pre-university. It's a 2-year program in which you essentially learn how to get a new career in IT. That's my goal, and of course I want to share about that as well. And so yeah, if you've been listening to my channel and you think I'm only talking about personal development, I'm not going to do that. Not only, I'm not going to restrict myself. This is where I reflect, where I can give not only value to you, but value to myself as well. That's equally important, because I cannot give value to myself. I'm not supposed to give value to anyone. But anyways, I'm getting a bit off tangent here. So I was listening to the Joe Rogan podcast. It was actually very educational, I would say. I would suggest that you pick up a newspaper or a news website that is both informal and educational at the same time. You don't just want to read the news for the sake of reading the news, but also learning something new. You don't just want to know what's happening, but also implement that into your life. That's what I would suggest, that you follow not a lot of news articles about science, and also relatable news as well in those topics, in those areas, because science is what makes our civilization works, for instance. So getting to know that is equally important as self-development and politics, whatever it may be. Understanding the world, you can also understand parts of yourself, and I think that's going to get to the point of this video. A lot of people that listen to Alex Jones are very much concerned about what is happening in the world. Very concerned and very enlightened at the same time, because you're getting knowledge, you're getting access to knowledge about stuff that is kind of hidden to the normal people. And for some people, I think you could go mad. Why is that? Because you're constantly focusing outwards, and you're gonna see what I'm getting at. You're not focusing on an inward. You're not focusing on developing yourself. You're constantly focusing on conspiracy theories. I was at that point, when I was a little bit younger. It's like many of us young guys, we kind of transition from, being scientific, atheistic, political, and then we slowly, that's kind of what my journey was. Good God, I love to read Richard Dawkins' books. I still have them here. I still do read them time to time. Selfish Gene. Of course, he enlightened me to the world around me in such a profound way. I love his books. The God Delusion. I was a very nihilistic type of guy once, and I was very politically active, as I said. But slowly I started to get on this spiritual path, and I realized that, I was very invested in science and conspiracy theories and getting to know stuff. I quickly realized that I didn't know myself. Because if you're focusing on conspiracy theories and politics, you will know a lot about those stuff. But you will not know a lot of stuff about yourself. Where should you go? Right? Why are you miserable? Why are you unhappy? Aren't you doing the things you're supposed to be doing? Not in regards to, chores or doing the dishes or cleaning your room or whatever it may be. I'm talking about the real stuff here. Aren't you supposed to do what your nature demands of you, as Marcus Aurelius said? Isn't that the most important task of your life? Is to figure out who you are and what you can accomplish, not just figuring out who you are. I think that we can figure out ourselves quite easily, but figuring out our paths in life, that is not as equally, of an easy task as it would be finding out who we are. Well, we should start there, reflect a lot, spend less time doing investigating conspiracy theories and listen to people as Alex Jones. As fun as it may be, the most successful people spend more time on their education than entertainment. We get a good kick out of listening to entertaining stuff. That is something I should do quite more often, is listening to entertainment. But it's a balance here that we must achieve. And that's just some thoughts I had. A little bit rambly, unorganized, but to wrap this one up, focus on not fixing yourself, but the inwards, the outwards. It will fix itself when you fix yourself. It's a snowball effect. Stay great. And make sure to hit the bell notification, press the like button and subscribe.